Oh my goodness, you really want to be entertained? Watch a narcissist aging. Narcissists hate to age. Narcissists are afraid of aging. They're afraid of death. And most narcissists do not believe in God. But let's quickly talk about narcissists and aging. You want to piss a narc off? Tell them, you're aging gracefully, or wow, you look good for your age. They hate this. Watch their face. I said this to a narc man a few weeks ago, and he was like, "What do you mean by that?" And I'm like, "We're all aging." He's like, "I'm not aging," and I'm like, "Yes, you are. I mean, you look good for your age, but we're all aging." He was like, like they do not like to hear that, and I was just cracking up. Another thing I noticed about narcissists and aging is that when it comes to their fashion choices, they're still going to dress like they're 20 or 30 years younger. And not that fashion really has an age to it, but you can tell that they're trying hard. I don't know what it is, but I noticed I had a couple of narc males that I knew. They were black. And right before their 40th birthday, they started growing like box braids or like cornrows. And I'm like, what are you doing? And a lot of them had like receding hairlines. And I'm like, listen, cut it off. Stop it. What are you doing? Why are you growing braids? And it's because they're doing anything to make themselves look younger. So I guess these particular narc males thought that cornrows or box braids made them look younger. And I'm like, why don't you just grow locks or something? But they look so juvenile. They looked unprofessional, trying to wear cornrows, even due to like their profession. And I was just like, what are you doing? And I realized, oh, they're trying to appear younger, wearing the cornrows and the box braids like, the Gen Zs, or dressing up with multiple chains on and wearing club wear, things that you see like the youngins wearing in the club. It's like, dude, you could be fresh, but like you're 40. Like dress, a little bit more classier now. Like you can tell they go hard trying to look young. And even the women, a lot of those women that you see trying to outdo younger women, a lot of times they're narcs. And my grandmother was like this. Even in her 70s, she would come into my room. And when she was in her 70s, I was in my 20s. She would come into my room and she would take my hair products. She would take my clothing, my purses, my dresses. Like, first of all, she was slimmer than me, so I don't even know why she was taking those things. But anything that looked like it was trendy, she would go out, see a bag or see something, some type of accessory I had, and she would go run and go buy it. So a lot of narcs are like this. All right, they'll even like try to talk like the youngins today, listening to their music, trying to hang out with them. You'll see also in friendship dynamics. I had a lot of narcs when I was in my 30s. They were like in their 50s trying to hang out with me. And it's not that you can't have older friends, but they specifically only wanted to hang out with people who were, 20, 30 years younger than them. You'll see this. And in their mind, is because that's how old they are. If they're 80, they think they're 60. Okay. If they 40, they think they're 20. Okay. Like, this is just so funny to me. And they really are delusional. They think that they're not aging when they really are. But the truth is, the narc never ages, because a narcissist turned their true identity off, their true soul off, when they were a child. So if something occurred to them, if something happened to them when they were 5, you're talking to a 5-year-old in an adult body. If that trauma happened to them when they were 15, like my grandmother, she used to act like a teenage girl. Something happened when she was a teenager, and her mother, my great grandmother, died when she was 12. So she's really a 12-year-old, So you gotta understand, when you're dealing with these adult narcs, you're really dealing with children, okay? This is why they compete with you. That's something like a child would do. This is why they copy you. This is why they have no identity, but they also do this because their children internally, they don't have no identity. And what do children do? Children are like sponges. They pick up on everything. But yeah, that is one of the narc's worst fears. To age. You wanna play around with a narc, talk about age with them. Point out things like, oh my gosh, you got a gray hair. Fuck with them. I'm telling you, they hate it. You got a gray hair? You got wrinkles? I keep even seeing narcs using a lot of filters. Now I use filters, because I'm a content creator, but I also do content without filters. But what are you doing as a man using filters to make yourself look younger? I actually saw a narc in person. I was like, he does not look like his online photos because homie is using a filter to make himself look younger. Narcissists are just so funny to me. They're entertaining. Once you get past that demonic part, they're really funny. Once you know their moves, you could just sit back and laugh at them. But we love that we're aging. I love that I'm aging. Like, I love watching myself age, but they fear aging. It is their worst fear. They even fear dying. Okay? The narcs you see that be like unaliving people or unaliving themselves, those are sociopathic narcissists or psychopathic narcissists. They're not regular narcs. All right? But yeah, narcs, they hate aging. If you want to torment them, mess with them when it comes to age.